All right, looks like we are live on Facebook doing the Middle Tennessee Simplex Net. We're going to go ahead and start it up. Find my mic. Let's see. Hello, Mike. Glad you're here. Is this frequency in use? This is Kilo 4 Bravo Whiskey Alpha net control for the Middle Tennessee Simplex Net. This is net number 177. My name is Ricky and I'm located in Portland, Tennessee. Stations with emergency or priority traffic can break in anytime. If there should be any emergency or priority traffic, we'll put the net on hold and help in any way we can. This net meets every Thursday evening at 7 p.m. You can find us live on Facebook right now. All you have to do is go to Middle Tennessee Simplex 147.555. Type it in just like that. And be sure to hit like while you're there. And we also have a on YouTube. You go type it in the same way. And please hit subscribe while you're there. This is an open topic net and is open to all FCC licensed amateur radio operators. The purpose of this net is to have fun and promote amateur radio use. If I do not acknowledge your call, please try again. Once again, any licensed amateur radio operator is welcome to check in. We do ask that you please follow all FCC Part 97 rules and regulations when identifying your station. We'll start the net tonight with announcements. If you have an announcement, please call now.
KM4YRS.
Well, good evening, Mike. I know what you're going to announce, and go ahead.
All right, you know that I'm going to plug the Mid-10 phone net. It happens on Sunday evening at 8 p.m. And we start off at 28.415 upper sideband, and then go from there to 29415, do FM, and then from there over to 29250 and do C4 FM. I think we're the only tri-mode 10-meter net in the country, or at least that I know about. So we'd love to have anybody who's got 10-meter capabilities check in Sunday evening, 8 p.m. Start out at 28415 upper sideband. That's all I got. Back to net control.
All right, Mike. Appreciate that. And I hope you're all doing well on that net. Are you getting pretty busy? Got plenty of check-ins? Getting a lot of support?
We had 13 Sunday night on upper sideband.
All right, man. That is good. I mean, 13 check-ins. Well, continue the good work. I hope one day I'm going to be rearranging my 10-meter, and I'm hoping that my next setup will be able to get in a little bit better. It got damaged in that real high wind, so maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, and so I've got it down, and I'm going to configure. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. And maybe try to get it set up a little better. So actually I was thinking about maybe putting it up on the roof and put it like down the shape of the roof and kind of have it that way. Try that out this time. But anyway, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to be like Eric. I'm going to keep trying till I get a hold of you real good.
good deal, Ricky. Thank you for being there, and thank you for doing what you do.
All right, Mike. Appreciate you, brother. While we were talking, Eric did check in on Facebook in the comments, Kilo Kilo 4 Romeo Juliet Victor, and we got Ken checking in that way too. Evidently, he may not be able to get into the, or might be out and about. You know how it is. But we got Kilo Quebec 4 Golf Papa Sierra checking in also. Want to get those. Sometimes I get busy and I forget to get the ones that's on the comments, and I don't want to do that tonight. All right, so we're still taking announcements. If you have an announcement, call now. All right, not hearing anything. Well, I have a couple. I do want to remind everybody that we have some Simplex nets in the area. One out of Bowling Green on Tuesdays and Friday nights at 7:30. And I tell you what, his nets are really really gaining. I tell you, the other night, I think it was Tuesday night, they had 13 check-ins, and that's on frequency 146,430. And again, that's on Tuesdays and Friday nights at 7:30. So you know what that means. Tomorrow night, 7:30, jump on 146,430 and give Steve a check-in up there in Bowling Green. We also have another one out of Mount Juliet, 146,415 on Wednesdays and Saturday nights at 8 o'clock. So don't forget that net. Monday night, I do another net on Monday night, the roundtable net at 7 o'clock on the W4LKZ linked repeater system. You can find a list of all the linked repeaters at www.scara.net. While you're there, check out the club calendar. It actually covers several clubs in the area, Middle Tennessee. A few I remember off the top of my head is Robertson County, Davidson County, and Wilson County, and maybe in Lafayette too. I am not sure, but they've got some clubs that share their information on there. So again, go to www.scara.net, and they have a list of all the link repeaters, and check out the club calendar. Don't forget, Sunday at 6 o'clock is on that same linked repeater system is the weekend wind down net. If you don't go to the website, you can actually check in there, and they go over the club calendar, and they also have a lot of radio related topics and news. So be sure to check that out on Sundays at 6 p.m. All right, while I was doing the announcements, I got Bob checking in, Kilo Delta 2, Juliet Papa. Thank you, Bob. Got you in here. And anybody else have announcements? If not, I'm gonna give out the trivia question. So taking one more chance for announcements. Go ahead now. All right. Well, let's see. The question tonight. It's a good one. You know, we did it. This was the same question we did for Halloween, and so it's real similar. But only this time, this month, we're doing Thanksgiving questions. So, here we go. In 1920, the very first Thanksgiving parade was held in which city? New York, Philadelphia, or Detroit. Now, those are the top three cities that the parade was held. So if you want to hit the bonus question again, which is a lot of fun for a lot of people, you put them in order in which they came. Again, the choices are New York, Philadelphia, and Detroit. Again, 1920, the very first Thanksgiving parade was held in which city? So here we go. We're taking check-ins from anybody. Come on now.
Kilo, Quebec 4, Oscar, Quebec Lima, Mobile.
Oh, Dalton, we caught you going home, huh?
Roger that. KQ4OQL, just leaving the Mexican restaurant here in Franklin. Headed back towards QT8. Good.
All right, well, before you get too far out of distance, I actually think I can get you all the way home. But did you hear the question? You want to take a stab at it?
I don't know about the order. I'll just say New York for now, and we'll be listening. But appreciate you doing the net, Ricky. And yeah, not a whole lot going on. Just headed towards the house and getting ready for some other nets as well, and enjoying the evening. So I'll say 73. Everybody can hear me, and turn back to net control. This is Kilo Quebec 4, Oscar Quebec Lima Mobile. Back to you, Ricky.
All right, Dalton. God bless you, brother, and we'll be giving that answer out here. You know how it works towards the end. And safe travels home. Be careful. Watch out for the rest of them idiots out there. You don't have to worry about me. I'm home. But yeah, there's still some out there. So you be careful and get home safe, brother. All right, we still taking check-ins from anybody, anywhere. Call now.
November 1, Kilo Delta Foxtrot.
All right, well, I got November 1, Kilo Delta Foxtrot, KDF. If I remember right, you just checked in recently, and I'm going to take a stab at it and see if I don't get the name right. Is this Jeremy?
Yes, sir, it is. It's been a while since I've checked in on this net, but I frequent Steve's net. I'm part of the Bowling Green crew up here.
All right, well, I was just... if you hadn't have just recently checked in, I probably wouldn't have took a try at it, but I had a little bit of confidence that I was going to get that right.
Well, you done a fine job, sir. You got it right off.
All right, well, I tell you, you're coming in awful good from Bowling Green area. I don't know if I've ever asked you, what setup are you using over that way?
Well, believe it or not, when I got back in the ham radio, I was really just playing with the SDR radio when I bought a Discone, a Diamond Discone. Of course, you can transmit on it as well, and I've got it and a little 50-watt radio here.
Well, I tell you what, you're coming in loud and clear. I don't know if you follow along live on Facebook, but you can get on there and listen to what I'm hearing right here in my house. And I tell you what, you got an awesome signal coming in.
I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Yeah, I haven't been on the Sumner County nets in a while, but it seems like I always have a lot of luck getting in that repeater down there.
Well, actually, you're on Simplex tonight. That's why I'm talking about how well you sound.
Oh, Roger. I'm sorry, I associate you with Sumner County, but yeah, when I first got back into ham radio, yours was the first net that I'd worked. So yeah, you were the first operator I talked to in probably 10+ years.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, I do the Monday night net, and I'm on the repeaters here at W4LKZ Link repeater system, and I could understand how it threw you off. Yeah, you're Simplex tonight, buddy, and you sound like you're right. It sounds like you're on this repeater.
Well, that's terrific. That's a huge vote of confidence. I've really been kind of working on my setup. I haven't got my general yet, but I bought a little G20 Zygoot from W4WSM up here, and I've got a little antenna set up. I've had a little trouble with it, but I'm trying to work on it. Trying to get familiar with HF.
Right. Well, just curious, how high is your antenna up there?
Only about 25 foot, and I got to be honest with you, Ricky. You know, I live down here. It's not a good spot to be a ham radio operator. It's in a pretty low-lying area.
Well, buddy, I'm gonna tell you what. That antenna with 50 watts being in a low spot about 15-20 foot. My goodness. You either got a very high quality antenna, or you got a great location.
Well, it must be the antenna, because it's definitely not the location. But I do appreciate that. I was really surprised on how well it performed. I can hit Wilson County pretty good down there too. So it seems like it's kind of directed towards Tennessee.
Yeah, you got me wanting to look at one of those antenna again. What kind of antenna was it again?
It is a Diamond D3000N.
All right. Well, I'm gonna when net's done, I may look that up and see what the dB is and all of that, and get all the specs on it and see what could be causing that thing to put out like it does. I got the Diamond 510. And it seems, it does well. I think it's only got 8 or 9 dBs, but man, I tell you what, it's sounding awesome. I encourage you to go to Facebook, Middle Tennessee Simplex .555 147.555, and get on there and listen to it and see how well you sound here in Portland.
Roger. Well, I don't do social media. I don't have an account on Facebook, but try to set that up and get it ready for next week.
Okay. Well, hey, did you hear the trivia question?
Yes, sir. Somebody already chose my answer, so I guess I'm gonna go with Chicago.
Well, that ain't one of the answers. The choices was, let me just give you the question again and the choices. In 1920, the very first Thanksgiving parade was held in which city? And the choices are New York, Philadelphia, or Detroit. And you can pick the one you think the city was held at, or you can go with the bonus question and put them into order, because they are the top 3 cities to hold the very first Thanksgiving parade in order.
Roger. Well, I must have stepped out on the answer portion of that. I do apologize. I heard you say New York, but I didn't catch the other cities. I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with New York. I don't think I'm going to press my luck as far as the bonus.
All right, Jeremy, I appreciate that. I got you down for New York, and we're gonna let you slide on the pushing it, the in order deal. That might be a little bit difficult, but all you got to do is pick a second one, that the other one automatically falls in line.
All right. Let's do New York first, Philadelphia, and the last one, I can't remember what it is, I'm sorry.
Well, it's the really surprising one is New York, is the third one. So I got you down for New York, Philadelphia, and Detroit. So I appreciate you playing along. And again, you're sounding great up there. I hope everybody else got a good copy on you. Mike, are you still hanging out? Do you hear Jeremy down there?
No, he's just a squelch breaker to me.
Oh, okay. Well, I figured, boy, if I'm hearing them this good at my location, you ought to be hearing them too. All right. Well, Jeremy, did you hear Mike just key up?
Yes, sir, I did. When I'm working these simplex events, I got to be honest. I only get a couple of operators. I think Steve got 13 the other night, and I may have gotten 2 of them, him included, and Frank up here.
Right. Well, you probably got me too, because I checked into it.
Yes, sir, I do believe I did. I did, yeah. Yeah, you seem to come in pretty good, too.
All right. Well, we're talking about Steve. He's sitting there listening, so we're going to move on and get him picked up, unless you got something else you'd like to share before we move on.
No, Ricky, I don't want to dive in any further. It's good talking to you, and built me a little ham shack out here, so I'm hoping to frequent your nets a little more. Thank you for doing that, Ricky. 73s.
All right, November 1, Kilo Delta Foxtrot, the famous KDF. Anybody knows what I'm talking about there? Who can forget? Back when it was rock and roll. All right, Jeremy, God bless you. And before I get to Steve, I want to let everybody know, in case they were waiting on Bob, his answers was New York, Philadelphia, and Detroit also. So we can't accuse Jeremy of copying him, because he doesn't have Facebook, and I didn't announce Bob's answers yet. But we're going to go ahead and pull Steve in here, Kilo 4, Whiskey Kilo Uniform. How you doing tonight?
K4WP. I'm doing pretty good, Rick. Asking, I hope everybody else is doing well out there. Thanks for the flowers on the deck. It has been really good up here. Direction this week.
All right, well, there's a lot of static coming in, and I could hear most of what you said. I got you down for Philly, New York, and then Philadelphia.
Oh, Philly, New York, Detroit.
All right, that's the way I got it. Man, dyslexia is definitely a challenge. Philadelphia, New York, and Detroit.
Roger.
All right. Well, since you go ahead and you already shared all of your day with us and all that, and give your answer, and then put them in order. What else you have for us before we move on?
I'm not doing anything else. Just sitting over here looking at emails and I'm probably left much of my study. Thanks for doing our head.
All right, Steve, K4, WKU. Appreciate you playing along. I'll be giving the answer out here. We probably won't have a larger number of check-ins tonight. Most of my check-ins are having a club meeting down there in Gallatin tonight, so we may not get too many. But we'll be appreciating everyone that we do get. So we're going to move on and see if anybody else wants to check in. This is K4 BWA looking for some check-ins. Call now. No, the conditions isn't that great. I think we've still got effects from that solar storm. So no, I wasn't able to pick him up. You want to see? Let me see if I've got his call here. I'll go ahead and write it down. I know I should have it checked in. You want to go ahead and give it to me? I don't see it right off.
Ricky, Dave in Christiana is trying to check in. Kilo India 4, November Delta November.
All right. Well, I got Jason, Kilo Golf 4, Bravo Mike Hotel. If you got a good copy on him, you want to see if he wants to play along for the trivia question.
I got a room full of them. Want to play trivia again tonight?
All right, Steve, I appreciate the relay. I got Jason in here, Kilo Golf 4, Bravo Mike Hotel. And we got Mike relaying in Kilo India 4, November Delta November, David, and I believe it's Reedyville, if I remember right. Mike, appreciate that. Tell David I appreciate him being a faithful follower of the net, and even though he has to be relayed in, I do appreciate his check-in just as much as anybody else, if not more, because I am a fan of relays. So again, appreciate it, you guys.
David, we got you checked in, buddy, and Ricky said to tell you that he appreciates you being a faithful check-in every chance you get. So thank you for that. Roger that. Steve, David in Reedyville says that he could hear you pretty well.
All right, well, I appreciate it. Jason, Ricky said thank you for being the faithful member of the net.
All right. Well, I got Mike on there. I know that he wants to play along. Mike, what do you think? You've had a good amount of time to think about the trivia question, and it goes all the way back to 1920, which was the first city to hold the very first Thanksgiving parade. And I have 3 cities, and they are the top 3 cities to have a parade. And if you can put them all in order, that's the bonus question. Or you can just go with the city was the very first city in 1920. So go ahead if you have an answer for us.
All right, I'm going to go for gold here. Everybody is guessing New York first, so I'm going to say it's Philadelphia, New York, and then Detroit.
All right. Well, I guess the reason why most people are thinking New York is because it's probably the most popular one that we remember, and it goes back a long time, and it's probably the most famous. So that one kind of sticks in your mind as far as picking. So yeah, you going on a limb there picking the Philadelphia, New York, Detroit. I think Steve picked it too. He went with Philadelphia, New York, and Detroit. So we'll see. We'll see here in a few minutes. Like I said, this will probably be a short night. Most of my check-ins are down electing officers in the club. I should have been there, but I just can't do well driving at night anymore. All right. I've always got an excuse. But anyway, well, as long as they're accepted, I guess I'm okay. All right, Mike, appreciate that. Do you have anything else you'd like to share? We haven't had an opportunity to do that yet.
No, I've got nothing else. I just took just a wild guess, and I'm probably wrong as usual, but we'll see.
I took a scientific wild guess.
Well, now you got to explain yourself, Steve. How was your determination to your answer done scientifically?
Scientific wild ass guess.
Oh, oh, okay. Well, I thought maybe you had some kind of deduction, or however, deduction, or deduced it, however that goes. You deduced everything else and came up with that.
Nope.
All right. Well, we're actually up to number 10. My goodness, even the slow nights are pretty productive for the net. That is really good. And it being simplex too, who could ask for more? But I want more. If anybody's out there and wants to give me another check-in, I'll take it. Call now. All right, the Skill 4, Bravo Whiskey Alpha. This is the Middle Tennessee Simplex Net, and we're looking for check-ins. Call now. All right, like I said, we have a club night and but I'm not going to push it too far or too long. I'm going to call out one more time, and then we're going to give out the answer. This is Kilo 4, Bravo Whiskey Alpha, and we're looking for check-ins. Call now. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and give the answer. I'm going to give a quick pause before I give it, just in case somebody wants to do a check-in or somebody wants to relay. So I'm going to unkey for just a few seconds, and then I'm going to come back with the answer. All right. Well, in 1920, the very first Thanksgiving was held, and if you picked New York, you was wrong. It was Philly. Philadelphia was the very first city to hold a Thanksgiving parade. It surprised me because I was in that thought process of New York being the most popular and most well known, but it was the second one, and then the third one was Detroit, and they were all held within 4 years of each other in sequence. So it was Philadelphia in 1920, and then the other two came up between 1920 and 1924. So they were very close, and so we had two winners actually that haven't won too many times or haven't won at all. Come in with the winner, Steve, K4WKU, and Mike, KM4YRF. Y'all got the correct answer, and I'm looking to make sure that there was anybody else that maybe just picked the one and didn't do. Nope, that was it. Steve and Mike were the ones, and got it right. Well, Bob, I hope you and your wife you didn't go. Let's see what Bob's saying. Wow, well, my wife got it right. Oh man, not me. She got it right. Order also. Oh my goodness, the time you should have went with your wife, you didn't get it right. My goodness. So well, there you go. There's I told you so, and you're going to have to hear that till next Thursday, I think. Oh well, Bob. Next time, you still got the best record.
Man, I tell you, I can't believe that I got it right, because my first inclination was New York, and I just just decided to do something different, and it happened to be right. I just can't believe it.
Well, sometimes the obvious isn't the correct answer just because it's the most popular and most well-known. That's what throws it off. That's why these trivia questions, you kind of go with a gut feeling, because that if it seems too obvious, you might ought to figured it out. Like if this question was so obvious, why would it even be a question? I mean, most people would be picking New York because it's the most obvious, and everybody knows it. So, it's kind of like one of those things. If it's the most obvious question, you probably might not go with it.
That wings me and Michael with the prize money.
No. I was trying to say that in the sweetest way. Let me see if try that again. No.
How about like this? Shaking my head yes, but saying no.
Right. But anyway, hey, you got bragging rights until next week anyway.
All right, brother, that's all I got.
All right, well, if I'm going to give a second, whoever wants to go woohoo can go woohoo real quick.
Woohoo!
All right, yep, those winners deserve a woohoo. All right, well, let me see. We're going to go ahead and see if we can get some more check-ins. And we got at least, I think, another couple of weeks. By the way, I won't be doing the net on Thanksgiving night. I'm going to be spending that with family. I hope you all be doing the same. I don't even think I'll be able. I'll be fat, laying down, probably trying to recuperate, because I always kind of make a pig of myself on Thanksgiving. It shouldn't do that, but I can't help it. I like Thanksgiving. All right, try to remember that. We got the next one coming up. We'll do that net, and then the one after that. I can't remember what date it falls on. Probably usually around the 27th, 28th, something like that. But anyway, we're Thanksgiving, Thursday, Thanksgiving, no Middle Tennessee Simplex net. All right. Anybody else want to check in before we shut this down? Call now. Thank you, Bob. 27th. 27th. There'll be no net. All right. I didn't hear anything, so we're going to go ahead and shut this net down. We've already got it in the book. I filled the book out all along as we went. So we had 10 check-ins and a time duration of 43 minutes. So at this time, I'm going to return this frequency back to its normal amateur radio use. So kind of study up. You never know what the next question is going to be, and we're going to give you another one next week. It'll probably be Thanksgiving related. So be thinking about it. God bless you all. This is K4 BWA saying good night and God bless.
You want one more?
Well, yeah, sure. Go ahead and give it to me. I know who it is.
I just woke up when you said you was closing the net. I was sitting right here in front of the radio. I thought, dang.
Well, Colin, I got you in there. Kilo Delta 4, Victor Uniform Whiskey.
Well, that's good there. If you want to, you can go and close the net now. That way you got one more in there. I was just sitting here and I fell right off to sleep. And just right when you were clearing out when I woke up.
Well, yeah, we figured it was a club net. The club tonight, I didn't think that I would get too many. But we had quality tonight, that's for sure. And, I mean, quality and quantity. Because we had 11 check-ins now. And that's a good net anywhere.
Oh, that's good. We and I fell asleep. It's just when you said closing the net, I just sprang open and wide awake. I thought, wait, what?
God bless you too, Bob. We'll catch you next Thursday or Monday night. All right. Well, if you fell asleep, you didn't hear the answer, I'm sure, to the trivia question. If you want to give it a shot, I can read it to you. In 1920 was the very first Thanksgiving parade. In what city was it? And I got the top three. And that's New York, Philadelphia, or Detroit. And if you want to put them in order, you can do that. That's the bonus question. So you can either give me the city, or you can put them in order in which they started up. So you want to play along?
I'll say Philadelphia just for the heck of it. I ain't got a clue. My first thought was New York because they love to waste money.
Well, yeah, they've been wasting money even before 1920, I'm sure.
Yeah, the most wasteful thing I ever seen was on CBS Evening News back when I was still living here at home. And they had on there where they was having some kind of a celebration there on Wall Street. And they was actually taking gold leaf and sprinkling it on cake, real gold, and eating it. And I was thinking how stupid that was, and they were saying, well, it won't hurt them, they'll pass it. And I'm still thinking, so they think that little of the gold on top of that too, But to me, it just showed me how insane Wall Street was when they did that.